Hello, my name is Janelle and I am from St. Lucia. Been living in Hangzhou for 5.5 years where I teach students. Today, I would like to present to you the Guan Kiln in Southern Song Dynasty. Porcelain is a great invention of China. Primitive porcelain-ware appeared first in the Shang Dynasty. Porcelain-making techniques were growing fast and ripened in the Tang and later Song dynasties. Porcelain was made in kilns, and a kiln named Guan in the Southern Song Dynasty is in particular a mystery. Why? The kiln had a stake with the Imperial family. In 1127, Zhao Gao ascended the throne in Nanjing. He became the first emperor of the Southern Song Dynasty, or Emperor Gaozong. The imperial court was forced to flee south to avoid invading troops. Hangzhou thus became the political center. The new home brought stability to the emperor, so the etiquette in the court life became even more sophisticated, and the need for porcelain for daily use as well as for sacrifice was increasing. So, the imperial court copied the old system of the previous Northern Song dynasty and established kilns for the emperor. That's the official kiln, or guanyao in Chinese. Linan at the time was the center of politics, culture, and economy. It was the production heart of porcelain industry, and it was a consumer market and sales hub for porcelain. As the regime stabilized, the imperial court raised the quality requirements for porcelain. The techniques of porcelain at Guan kilns continued to improve. The Southern Song porcelains from Guan kiln followed the dignified and plain style and the thick inglaze features of the wares of northern kilns. It also absorbed the thin on-body and thick inglaze characteristics and the exquisite shapes of the porcelains of Yue kiln and Longchuan kiln from the south. Historical documents said the two Southern Song Guan kilns, namely Xiuneisi and Jiaotanxia, fully adopted the Guan kiln techniques in the Northern Song dynasty. The discovery of the Southern Song Guan Kiln was legendary. In the 1920s, archaeology that emphasizes fieldworking was introduced into China. Xiuneisi Sunio, the then Consul General of Japan to Hangzhou, found a large collection of porcelains in Baoguo Temple and Dizang Hall of Phoenix Mountain. In his article, Studies on the Guan Kiln in the Southern Song Dynasty, the findings consisted of celadon, white, bluish-white, and black porcelains, as well as kiln aids like sagas, supporting pins, base seats, and pads. He believed the site of Xiuneisi kiln, as the poet Ye Zhi said, was around the Phoenix Mountain area. However, he just found some scraps of broken porcelains. They looked not that good, so his discovery was largely ignored at the time. In February 1930, Akima Ogasawara from Japan found the site of Jiaotanxia kiln around Turtle Mountain in the southern foothills of Phoenix Mountain. It was a great sensation in the ceramics world. The ceramics community flew in the kiln site to investigate and write papers. The excavation and cleanup of Jiaotanxia kiln site started in 1956. A dragon kiln and a large number of celadon pieces were unearthed. In the 1980s, as the excavation on the kiln site was expanded, the Southern Song Dynasty Guan Kiln Museum was established in 1990 right on the kiln site. More than 30,000 pieces of porcelain fragments and tools were discovered from the site. Porcelains were so repeatedly damaged that it was not even possible to splice them. However, people were still in quest for more kiln sites. There was little knowledge about Xiuneisi kiln. Finally, a heavy rain in the spring of 1996 solved the puzzle that had lasted for more than half a century. In a narrow creek ditch about 700 meters long on the west of Phoenix Mountain and Zhuha Mountain in southern Hangzhou, the rain wash revealed a great number of black porcelain pieces and kiln aids. Between 1998 and 2001, archaeologists made 2 large-scale expeditions to the site. They cleaned out 3 dragon kilns, 4 small mantu kilns, 10 workshop base sites of different eras, 4 mud ponds, 2 glazed tanks, and 24 porcelain chip pits. The excavated porcelain pieces in large number were made excellent, including daily necessities such as bowls, plates, cans, pots, washes, boxes, as well as large ritual vessels for sacrifice such as wine goblets, wine vessels, bottles, and furnaces. In excavations, the stratigraphic superposition relationship of the Yuan, the Southern Song, and the Northern Song dynasties also appeared. As the place is called Cave Tiger, the kiln was later named Cave Tiger Kiln. The stratum dating from Southern Song period spread over the excavation area. Studies on the artifacts and kiln tools unearthed in this area indicate that the ancient loading and heating method of porcelain making involved the use of the full glaze on wrapped bottom, supportive heating technique, the scraping glaze on bottom pad heating technique, and other supportive heating techniques to make large and high-footed utensils. The heating technology of porcelain had reached its pinnacle, and the porcelain shapes derived from the same origin of the works from the Northern Song's Ru Kiln and Guan Kiln. A porcelain swing hoop with words like Ye of Gengzi, craftsman, made in Xiuneisi Kiln, was unearthed from the site. Thanks to documents and archaeological excavations, the site of Xiuneisi Kiln was finally secured to protect the kiln sites and promote the ceramics culture. The Southern Song Dynasty Guan Kiln Museum, close to the site of Jiaotanxia Kiln, was opened in 1992. It's China's first ceramics thematic museum on the site of an ancient kiln. The museum plays as a role model in the Chinese ceramics culture education and the showcase of the city's immortal past as the capital of Southern Song China. It's a new breed of museums for exhibition, education, research, and leisure. In 2006, the sites of Jiaotanxia Kiln and Cave Tiger Kiln were jointly named by the State Council a state historical site. The Song Dynasty is usually sung by the Western academics as a great period for Chinese painting and ceramics. The Song people 1,000 years ago knew how to infiltrate the aesthetic elements in their life, bowls, plates, cups, and the like. They redefined life with art, a life the Chinese people are still living with the ancient charms.
Hangzhou 快你